You know, right now, all you hear on the news is about inflation, interest rates going up, the economy's terrible. So is it really a good time to buy or sell a home? Hi everybody, I'm Eric Ritenour and I'm the Right Realtor. And today what I'd like to do is give you some perspective on how these interest rates going up, how inflation is going to affect your decision on whether you're going to be maybe buying or even selling a home. I've been in this business for over 30 years and I've been through lots of different market cycles, but this one, I've never seen anything like it before. So how is this going to affect you? There are four main things that people ask me. The first question they're going to ask me is, inflation? Is that going to hurt my property value? The second question I'm asked is right now a good time to buy a home? And the third question is typically from people that own a home now. Is it a good time to sell my home? Should I cash out now and wait for better times? Or the last question I'm typically asked is the crash coming? Kind of like back in 06, 7, and 8? You know, there's a lot of questions out there right now, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to walk you through the right answers to these questions. So let's start with question number one. Is inflation going to affect my property value? Well, with inflation going through the roof right now, the prices on everything's going through the roof. So how does that affect homes? Typically, when interest rates go up, that really affects the affordability and will slow things down. But we've been in such a shortage of homes over the last few years that the supply and demand really isn't changing much. So let me give you an example. Let's say that you're qualified for $500,000 on a home. Well, right now, you may only be $450,000, maybe even $400,000. So what that's going to do is that's going to shift the buyers down the price scale, and now they're looking at a completely different home than they were, say, 6 months ago. We do have out of control inflation. However, even with these buyers shifting, we still don't have enough homes. So in a sense, there's still that supply and demand. So question number two, is right now really a good time to buy a home? Is it a safe bet against inflation? You know, I began selling homes in the 80s. Back then, interest rates were 14, 15%. So right now, 5% don't look that bad. However, with the inflation like it is, there's still nothing better than a safe investment like real estate. Some people will say solid investments like gold and silver, but at the end of the day, you buy a home and it's a lot more in value down the road. So you gotta live somewhere, so you might as well own, because think about this. You're still gonna get the tax benefits, you're still gonna get the write-offs, you're still gaining appreciation on that home, so when the market turns around, you'll be sitting pretty. You see, since inflation started going out of control, you got prices of gas, food, everything's going through the roof. Guess what? The real estate market hasn't really been affected as much. And I'll go back to it. It's because, number one, we did not have enough homes for the last 5 years, so you still have that supply and demand. So if the demand for homes starts changing, that may affect things, but we haven't seen that yet. If you own a home right now, is it a good idea to cash out now or kind of hold and wait and see what happens? You can look at it a couple different ways. I've had clients that have gone ahead and sold their home because they looked and said, man, we're at the top of the market, I'm gonna cash out. And actually, they said, I'm gonna go ahead and rent until the market cools. But on the other hand, when you sell your home and cash out and want to go get a new home, there isn't any available, and you may end up with a home not as nice as the one you just sold. When I'm asked this question, my response is, whatever is right for you in this situation. And question number four, is a real estate crash coming? Well, here's my opinion. Back in 2007, 8, when we had a big time crash, we had a ton of foreclosures. The reason being because there were too many fog the mirror loans given out. And what I mean by that is people were qualified that had no business buying a home. This is different. We're not in that same situation. So even if we slow down, I don't think we're gonna hit those levels. In addition, there were so many people buying homes with no money down. So essentially they had no skin in the game, so they would just walk away from them. Now the third point would be, back in 07 versus like now, you didn't have all these investors buying up property right and left like you do today. So that's further going to help us hedge against everything crashing. So I guess my opinion is I really don't believe we're going to have a crash, because there's a lot of people that have a ton of equity in their homes. So I don't think we're going to see a market crash because of the supply and demand. Right now, there's a lot of questions that you may have that I didn't answer. So feel free to reach out and contact me, and I'll try to give you the right answer. Remember, markets go up and down throughout history, and weathered a lot of them. So I am prepared to help you achieve your goals in buying or selling a home. I'm Eric Ritenour and I'm the Right Realtor. Thanks for watching.